Welcome back to another video. Right now I'm having you take a look at Louisiana. Everywhere where it's snowing, I believe it's all ice, especially since nobody's reporting snow. People are reporting freezing rain or ice. Look how dark these blues and reds are. It's really coming down in Louisiana right now, especially up in North Louisiana. The GFS had this written down in pinpoint accuracy yesterday. Really coming down Louisiana. This storm's going to start making its way north. It's already snowing in some northern places, as you can see with the snow reports. Let's go through timing and tracking. Let's get right into it. So again, ton of ice falling in Louisiana, a little bit of snow up north possibly. Arkansas, you're seeing some pretty moderate snow. Now as we go into later in the afternoon and into tonight, the storm system is going to start making its way out into Mississippi. Maybe some snow in northern Mississippi since it's nighttime, the temperatures are going to start falling. But as we get into tomorrow morning at 1 a.m., any snow that you see here in Alabama and Georgia are most likely from the Appalachian Mountains. It's 32 degrees on the ground. Again, it's a little warmer, so we'll just have to see how that plays out. I don't think it'll be snow. It'll probably be ice, but I could be wrong. So in the early morning hours on Thursday, this storm's going to start making its way up north. Now, Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio, it's looking like a less snowy event for you. With Kentucky and West Virginia, you might see some pretty decent snow, but it looks like it's going to be mainly focused in Virginia and the Northeast. So by about 4 a.m., there's a little bit of ice in North Carolina and Virginia. You can see there's some heavy rain down here. These could be some severe thunderstorms. They might form a tornado. Just at 7 a.m. tomorrow, Eastern time, most of us will be waking up to go to work. Pennsylvania and New Jersey, snow might be moving in for you. Maryland, Delaware, you've already seen maybe an inch or two of snow, and then that sleet and freezing rain is going to start moving in. Now these are some very key moments about this storm. Some models are debating on where the sleet line is going to be and when the sleet line is going to move north. You can see the GFS only lets it snow in Pennsylvania and New Jersey for a certain amount of time, and then that sleet and freezing rain starts moving in to South Jersey. And eventually it appears that we will dry out for a little bit, and then a second batch will move in. This will probably be ice or rain, so we'll have to see how that happens. Apparently two lows are going to form according to the GFS model. By Friday, it's still snowing in some places, icing or raining. I won't be surprised if a strong line of thunderstorms might form here ahead of a cold front. So yeah, this storm is expected to stick around a little bit longer than last anticipated, so we'll have to see what that happens. Again, there might be some snow on the backside of the storm as it starts moving out for some places who switched over to ice earlier on Thursday. Finally, by Friday night, Saturday morning, around that time, it starts moving out. Now that's what the GFS model says. Some models are expecting us to see more snow. Some models are expecting us to see less snow. But basically, the moral of the story is that most of the snow is going to be in the Northeast. And I'll show you snow totals in a second. I just want to show you one more thing. Frontal genesis could be in play. Basically, that means some areas, especially along the coast of Connecticut, Rhode Island, and Massachusetts, could see pretty significant snowfall rates, maybe 2 or 3 inches an hour. We'll have to see how that plays out also. I'm going to look at the 10-to-1 ratio of snow, and we're going to go through 3 models, the GFS, the Euro, and the NAM model. Now, the GFS has a pretty snowy in northeastern Mississippi and some parts of Tennessee. I don't know how true that's going to be, considering I believe the GFS is only saying this because it's an upper elevation, but I just don't think it'll get this snowy, but we'll just have to see how that plays out also. I think this is pretty accurate. Except for this part right here in Northern Virginia and Maryland. I'm not too sure if they're going to see that much snow, considering they are going to start mixing pretty early in the storm. For Indiana and Ohio, you can see it's a much less snowier event for you. You know, for the most part, statewide, 1 to 2 inches. Maybe if you live a little bit east in Ohio, you might see more than that. For New Jersey, for the most part, seems pretty accurate. And then for southern New York, Connecticut, Rhode Island, and Massachusetts, we'll have to see how that plays out because, like I said, frontal genesis. For the most part, I would say that for this whole area right here, you could probably see about 7 to 12 inches, maybe more locally. Again, we'll have to see how that plays out, but let's see with the European model. I believe the European model has everyone getting a ton of snow. So the European model has it being a much bigger disappointment for Indiana and Ohio. Has more reasonable snow totals up here, but brings it really far south. I don't know how true that's going to be. I don't think it'll go that far south, but again, I was surprised that they saw snow all the way to the coast in Louisiana and Winter Storm Uri, so we'll see what Winter Storm Viola will do. I think this might be a little bit too much considering mixing is going to come in soon. Same thing for New Jersey and Pennsylvania. Even though I live in New Jersey, I would want more snow, but it's just I have to be reasonable. This seems like it'll be a little bit too much. 8 or 9 inches in some places near Philadelphia. Mixing's going to come in way too early for that, but then again, the European model thinks that snow is going to stick around for much longer, and also it goes a little bit further south. If you notice, Connecticut, Rhode Island, and Massachusetts are seeing significantly less snow than what the GFS model is saying. And the NAM model, again, pretty heavy snow in upper elevations, heavy snow in Pennsylvania, except it seems more reasonable for South Jersey, North Jersey through Massachusetts. pretty reasonable snow totals. So if anything, I think the GFS and the NAM has it down pretty good. I think at most Philadelphia you'll see like 5 inches, New York maybe 8 inches, Boston probably 8 or so inches. Now when it comes down to freezing rain, the NAM has some pretty significant freezing rain totals. Most of Louisiana is going to be seeing over half an inch of freezing rain, and in North Carolina a concerning amount of freezing rain is possible, so please be careful, especially for those of you who might see over an inch of freezing rain. That is catastrophic. That is a catastrophic amount of freezing rain. But for the rest of the people in Northern Virginia, Delmarva, and New Jersey, you might see some ice on top of your snow that you've already received. That's it for this video. Tomorrow I might post another update video about the storm, but I will probably live stream while the storm's hitting me, and of course I'm going to film it. And since it's going to move out of here by Saturday, whatever I film will probably be posted on Saturday. So if you want to see that, please like and possibly subscribe. I really do appreciate it. And also, thank you so much for all the support. I've gotten so many likes, so many comments, and so many new people subscribing. It makes me feel amazing, and I really do appreciate it. So yeah, comment down below if you have any questions, and send me your weather reports too. I love to read them.